brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Live streaming of your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows, easy access to ESPN Madison on YouTube, and daily podcasts you don't ever miss a second. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. The Green Bay Packers concluded their 3-day minicamp yesterday up in Green Bay. The rookies will stay in town for OTAs next week while the veterans are excused. The Packers won't have full team activities until July 29th, as Matt LaFleur confirmed yesterday that would be the start day for training camp in Green Bay. You can head on over to ESPN.com to read pieces from all the offseason programs from ESPN NFL Nation Packers reporter Rob Demovsky as the Packers inch closer to the 2026 NFL season. Baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers are back home following the road trip out west. The Brewers host the Philadelphia Phillies all weekend long, and it starts tonight with The Miz. Jacob Mizorowski is starting on the mound tonight, and you won't want to miss it right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers. First pitch is scheduled for 6:40 with the pregame show starting at 6:05 following Jim, Matt, and Molly, which starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
The Green Bay Packers have released Brandon McManus, their kicker, after they drafted the kicker from Florida in the 6th round.
If they're going to move up and take a kicker, they want Smack to be the starting kicker.
You want Smack to be the kicker.
I think so.
No,
I agree.
You just wanna say
I don't
smack
think
that.
I don't think you waste two
What's
picks.
that song? Smack that?
Goody talks about
Smack that, all through the air. Smack that, perfect and square. Smack that, splits it right there. Smack that.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Molly Brown.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. However, it is only Molly and Matt. Let's go.
the A team.
Yes. We are presented by Coors Light. Matt, if the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Molly Brown. I have the power. I am alongside Matt Hamilton. Jim Rutledge is camping.
Yeah, probably. Seems right.
I have so many questions about camping too, and just like so many like
just
dislikes.
en route to camping. He's not even like actually at the campsite
I think he was
yet.
leaving at like 2.
Yeah, he's probably got to stop and find some place to buy kindling because he doesn't make it himself.
Yeah,
and also
clearly.
like not to like crap on Jim, but like Jim is like scared of driving his camper. I think so. Like he only goes like an hour away.
I mean, fair. I hate trailering my boat.
But
here's the thing: my dad likes to like help with it, and he likes to feel like I need him.
Yeah.
Because I do. Like I don't have a vehicle, but if he threw me the keys and was
Yeah.
like, "All right, here, take the truck, you trailer it," I would panic.
okay, but also you drop your boat in the water one time a year, and then you go pick it up,
take it
right?
out, yeah.
Okay. Jim goes camping every other weekend.
I know.
So like the fact that he's like scared of like parking, I shouldn't say scared, but like I just get scared vibes from him. He gets anxious about like driving it
For
and
sure.
like all the things, but it's like you go like 16 times a year. Like
It is nerve-wracking though. You're pulling over 1,000 pounds of 30 feet of trailer.
well, yeah, it is. And then it's like if somebody slams on their brakes, and then like how fast are you going to be able to stop? Just all the things. Of course it is. But like for somebody that goes often,
You think
you
you'd be
need
used
not
to
be
it by
scared.
now?
You would think. You would think.
Yeah.
You would think. We are streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube page, so you can always watch us there. That's actually the most fun way to consume us there.
True.
But you can also listen on the ESPN Wisconsin app. So another thing that might be nerve-wracking is playing in the World Cup.
Yeah.
So tonight's game is the U.S. is taking on Paraguay. What stadium are they playing in? LA.
SoFi
For
Stadium,
sure.
yeah.
Yes. It's just funny because I'm like watching on TV, like I'm watching the Bosnia-Canada game right now, and like they have said, and like they went to like the halftime, and it was at SoFi in Los Angeles, but they just keep saying LA Stadium. They don't say anything, and like it's all like it's like British anchors and all that
they
stuff
have to
too.
like remove the sponsorship probably from the broadcast.
Maybe because it's World Cup and there's probably
I
a ton of
think so.
legalities.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because I'm like, do you guys just like not know the
Weird.
stadium name?
That'd be weird if you're gonna use my stadium. Like, first of all, let's remember.
Hold on. Your stadium?
Well,
The Matt
I'm
Hamilton
saying this
Stadium
as if I'm
in
SoFi,
McFarland, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
Like, if I'm SoFi Stadium,
That's the CEO and
yeah,
founder.
you
Yeah,
want to
but-
come and play here, like, you can mention my name.
Yeah, but,
you
like,
need
World
a giant arena for LA. I've got it.
I get it, but like World Cup probably has like their own like they probably have like a financial.
Oh, I get it with
Whatever.
the Olympic thing too.
Yeah.
I'm
But
sure-
anyways,
yeah, fair enough.
So nerve-wracking. So they are so it is USA versus Paraguay in LA tonight, and Matt chickened out from wearing his America uniform outfit today.
I did.
You do have it in your bag though, so maybe you'll throw it on sometime during the show. But so Antonio Freeman, former Packer, his son Alex plays on the U.S. men's national team, which is incredible. But so I did see like an article on that today, and it really got me thinking. I'm like, which sport? And now that Matt is having a kid, which sport would you want your kid to play professionally? Because I think about this on a legit daily basis. Because my kid is always like, he always has the ball in his hand. He's always like, let's play soccer, let's play basketball, let's play football, let's do this, let's play baseball, t-ball, all the things. And so for me, I'm thinking about this all the time, and especially like, who doesn't think of if you're a sports fan.
Right.
Obviously, you're going to be like, oh, maybe my kid will play a professional sport one day. Now, like, I'm not going to be that psycho crazy mom that's like yelling at officials and doing all the crazy things, even though I yell at an official every now and again when they need to be yelled at.
Yeah,
but
maybe you will. Who knows?
Who knows? But I'm not going to be like that crazy stage mom. But I am
Would it
thinking.
depend on the sport at all?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for a kid who's a pro golfer, she wouldn't go out and like get in people's faces.
Yeah, there's no one to, no
mean,
one's
I
face
might
to get
go-
into.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, what am I going to do? Be like Happy Gilmore out there? Like, get in the hole, ball!
There's scorers and officials I walk with golfers.
Oh yeah, sometimes if they score it, if you don't feel like they didn't give you the proper lie or they didn't give you a drop or something like
Or
that.
do I get mad
to
at like my
blow up
kid's
on the
caddy
course.
or something if like they really make it far and I'm like, you picked the wrong club.
Yell at the coach. Be the parents who yell at the coaches.
I was
there you go.
I will
I was
not.
playing a pro-am and I picked up my ball because the score was already like logged. My pro had a better score than me, but I picked up my ball and the scorer came over to me and was like, it's a 2-stroke penalty. You didn't finish the hole. So they like penalized me for picking up my golf ball and quitting on the hole. So that's kind of a bummer.
Quitter.
So I can see Molly getting in the scorer's face for that.
Okay, I am not that crazy. I yelled at like a referee one time at a high school game because he was pissing me off because he wasn't calling anything. He was not calling it both ways. He was only calling it one way. You can't do that. I don't care if you call things. I don't care if you don't call things. Just make it even. And that's
how
in
many
any
times
sport.
do you have to yell at a referee to be labeled a referee yeller?
I mean, a lot of times, and that's
More
honestly
than one. Okay.
Yes,
okay,
for sure.
good. Okay, I was just
for
curious.
sure. But like, yeah. So like I said, like every day, legit every day, I think about what sport would my kid play professionally, and like, so here's my thing: football. Football is my favorite sport to consume. I love the NFL, love the Green Bay Packers. Football! My kid is not playing football unless they are a kicker or a punter. But then here's the thing. I think of my kid's leg up in the air and him just getting Trey Smack. Boom! That was a good one. I know he's not a punter either. But like I think of my kid's leg like up in the air as he gets like tackled by somebody. So I'm like, ooh, maybe I don't want you to be a punter. Then I'm like, kicker. Okay, kicker is a safe one. You're not going to get like concussions and all that, hopefully. But then you have all of the pressure of the world on you when you are kicking those like game-winning field goals, right?
What if he's kicking for the Packers?
Oh my god! And then it's like I have to like hate my own kid if he misses.
Like, what a choke
like,
artist! You have to talk about it on the radio.
Yeah, exactly. God, that kicker sucks. Molly Brown's son. My God. So that's football for me. And then basketball. I'm like, my kids probably aren't going to be tall enough. My husband isn't very tall. He's 5'7", and like our older boys. Well, our 13-year-old, he just had like a growth spurt, so he's almost taller than our 18-year-old, which is crazy. But like my dad is like 6'3", 6'4". Like my dad is good height.
Yeah, what if they end up like your favorite player, Jalen Brunson? They could end
How
up.
tall is Jalen Brunson? Is still like 6'2".
Yeah, I looked it up. He's 6'2". But
That is
that's not,
still tall.
like that's tall, but that's not like crazy out of this world.
Okay,
For
that's
basketball,
small in
that is
basketball,
small.
yes, but that is also tall in real human
Matt,
life.
like you're 6'2", right? Thereabouts,
Yes.
and
Like,
you're
you
like
are-
the tallest the second tallest person in the office, only because we have someone in the office who's like 6'7".
I think
Yeah.
he's 6'6". Nice try, though.
Okay, well, I wasn't even actually trying. Thank you, Molly.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
But yes, he is 6'6". I actually found that out today. So, okay, I don't know if my kids will be tall enough, but my kids are on the right track because my kids are like in like the 99th percentile for like their height and weight. So like they are large humans so far. But that could always stop. Like I was projected to be like 5'11". My doctor said sign her up for volleyball. Well, what do you know? I stopped growing in 5th grade and I'm 5'5". So like I'm not tall. Baseball.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a lot of baseball to watch, Molly.
It'd be cool to like see my kid in like the MLB, but like also
that's a lot.
Like that's
of
a lot.
baseball.
And like Little League sucks, you guys. Like unless you're watching like really good kids. Like we did Little League for like our 2 older boys. So boring. But like they both know this. They were not good.
I mean, I'll be honest. My brother was like a really high-level baseball player, played travel baseball, played in college, got drafted to the MLB. Watching his games were the most boring thing of my life.
Yeah.
Like going to the tournaments, and especially when he's a pitcher, like he pitches once a weekend. We'd go out to see him in college, and he might pitch like 3 innings, and then he's done. And then I'm like, why am I here for the rest of this weekend? I'm in Ohio. I'm in Northeast Ohio with nothing to do. It's freezing cold. It's March, and I'm watching college baseball. This is not fun.
Yeah.
Like, Molly, that could be your future.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want that to be my future. Like,
So you're
I
going to
don't
try
know.
to steer your kids away from baseball, steer them away from football.
I don't even know if they're going to be allowed to. Like my husband had a dad who was the guy that like tied his right hand behind his arm in order to make him a lefty. Like, so my husband
So
was
he
a
could
lefty pitcher. Yes. And I'm not kidding. And that is one of the reasons why my husband hates baseball is because he was like forced to be in it. So it's like,
That's crazy.
I'm just trying to think of like any sports that I would actually like want my kids to be in. So like our older 2 are in soccer. That is their thing now for the last how many years? Like the last probably 2 years has been like we're officially like only soccer. And that's fun, and it's a sport that like I played growing up, so it's like I understand it. I understand it as a player. I can relate. I get it. Like I fully get it. Where like all the other ones, I'm like I understand it. I just like I couldn't
You don't know
like
the
I don't
nuance of
yeah,
it.
I don't
You just
like
know how
baseball.
the game
I don't
is played.
Yeah, like I know how it's played. I know the rules. I understand it, but like I don't know like how you get better at hitting. I don't know how you get better at like catching
Throwing
the
it
ball.
harder.
Yeah, like I have no idea. I don't know how you teach somebody to do a crow hop, like all that stuff. Yeah, you guys are impressed by that, aren't you?
Yeah. You're
But,
a
like,
real
what-
seaman.
But like what sport, Matt? Like obviously you're a professional athlete. You did curling for how many years? You're continuing to do it. Like what sport would you want your kid to be in
I would
as your new daddy?
I would
That's
recommend
weird that I just
curling.
called you daddy.
I mean, not really.
Soon to be
but-
dad.
Yeah, soon to be daddy.
I was very much involved with Big Papa.
I would
Stop.
absolutely suggest curling because the travel's been really cool.
Sweep, 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 sweep.
All the like sweet locations you get to go to for curling. Very much an international game because it's not super big here in America. You have to go other places to play it. So like curling, high on the list.
What percentile of curler do you have to be able to like travel that internationally, right? Like you are like the 99.9 percentile of curler.
And you can't just be like the Joe Schmoes that you play like curling league with.
Right. I mean, true. I will say there is regular Joe Schmo tournaments up in Canada that you can still go to if you're just like casually a curling fan. So the travel's still there. It's still an option. It's just not paid for.
Okay.
But I mean, it is kind of niche, so it's probably easier to get to that top level in the United States curling than soccer or football or basketball, right? You're less limited by your like physical size. You know, like I'm not big enough to play NBA, or apparently I am just big enough because I'm as tall as Jalen Brunson. But like I'm limited in that regard. So that's the nice part about curling. So curling's would be high on the list, but the answer, and this is very selfish of me, would be golf. I would want them to be a professional golfer because I would also want to go to these places. I would assume that they would be able to get me onto some really nice courses, maybe play with them. It'd be sweet to caddy and literally be a part of their success. Like that. It's one thing. Like I like the idea of being like a coach and things. Like so for curling, I would take great satisfaction in seeing my kid excel at curling. But golf, like you're a part of it. You're telling them yardages. You're suggesting clubs.
So you'd want to be your kid's caddy.
Yeah, like that would be amazing. Like go pro. I'll charge less than a regular caddy, so I'm like a caddy on the cheap, but I'm still gonna ding you just so you learn life lessons. Still gotta pay pops. But yeah, it's golf. Like I love golfing. All the courses, the connections. Never have to worry about like substantial injury. Like obviously there's injuries in golf, but not like concussions.
Right.
Well, he's got hit in the head with a golf ball, maybe, but which is I'm sure possible. And the longevity of the sport. You can start golfing competitively as young as your like teens.
Totally.
And then you start making money at it like early 20s, and you can make it all the way. You can be playing out at TPC Wisconsin in the Champions League.
Well, so that's my question too, is like, because I think that goes into it too. And chime in on the Carpets Talking text line. List is more 844-770-3776. What sport would you want your kid to play professionally? Like, I think about that too. Is just like what are the chances of making it in golf too? Like how hard is it? Like, how hard is it to make it in golf? Like, because like you watch like the Masters and there's like 80 people in the thing. Like, that's quite a bit. I mean, now granted, when you do the math of like 32 NFL teams, 53, all the things, like that's different too. But I guess that goes into my mind too. But like, if we're just like playing pretending they could be just like professional, but golf would be a good one. And like,
don't have to worry about injury.
And like girl or boy too. Yeah. Like that's a safe sport. You can start when you're little. Like my kid's already swinging a golf club. I want him to be good at it. See, I'm like
a part of it too. That's the really fun part.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of like, is there any sport that's like off limits for you that you're like, no, you're not even like testing the waters?
Has absolutely put the kibosh on football.
Okay.
So I don't think my kid's gonna be a football player. I mean, I know how expensive hockey is for like kids. So I don't think I would push hockey if they wanted to play hockey. Let them rip. But
yeah,
my dad drove the Zamboni, and Matt and
what didn't your dad do?
At
my
the
God,
McFarland hockey rink to like help pay for some of it. Like,
you played hockey?
Yeah, when I was a kid. So like to help pay for my hockey and ice time, like he drove Zamboni like twice a week, which. I'm sure that's just kind of a dad thing. You want to drive a Zamboni?
He can't mow the lawn in the winter, so he's going to drive the Zamboni.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey is actually a good one, but then my mind right away goes to, their teeth. Like,
oh, yeah. I mean, they have to play with cages until they're in the pros.
Okay, but still, though, like, if I'm paying for your teeth, like, you're not going to mess up your teeth.
Well, then they're adults. They can lose their teeth on their own.
And they can pay for it themselves.
Yeah. If they're pro hockey, then... I mean, I think earlier in this series against Carolina, one of the guys from the Knights broke his orbital bone and his nose and was back the next game on the ice. He just played in a cage.
Yeah, also, I think, like...
That's so crazy.
If you're a hockey player, you're psychotic.
Yeah, there's a little level of crazy in
there.
Like
you definitely have a little bit of psycho in you. Like, it's insane. Adam in Mount Horeb chimes on the ESPN Madison Carlos Talking text line. List is more. He says, what Jim does is not camping. While Mitch
glamping.
Yes, he does do glamping. And then Mitch and Stoughton says it can't help with the fib tendencies for Jim, as he is scared of driving his camper. So chime in on the Carpets Talking text line 844-770-3776. You can chime in there or on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream in the comments section. Which sport would you want your kids to play professionally? Because I think there's so many, and I think there's so many answers that are so fun. When you want a night out that really sizzles, head to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton, whether it's a special occasion, date night, or just because you deserve it. Ruth's Chris is serving up USDA prime steaks cooked to perfection. Pair it with world-class wines, handcrafted cocktails, and that warm, welcoming service that makes every visit unforgettable. Make tonight special at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team in 2026.
It's so good. One more time.
I feel like that was literally the other day, because when I laughed like that, I looked at you, Ryan, and you looked at me, and there was something that I was just like, he's gonna cut that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well. Earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
I didn't see myself going to college because I struggled with anxiety and depression, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I've found my community. There are a ton of support resources, and I never feel like I'm alone. My advice to others, keep pushing on. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
College has 7 campuses across South Central Wisconsin, including 3 right here in Madison and others in Fort Atkinson, Portage, Reedsburg, and Watertown. Their programs offer hands-on training with cutting-edge equipment from robotics to medical simulation labs, plus real-world experience through internships and clinical placements. Madison College is also home to 10 Wolfpack athletic teams with championships at every single level. Stay connected and learn more by following at Madison College on social media. Ryan, as soon as I said Wolfpack, I knew that you were like going right to the wolf there.
Not the wolf. Come on. Jim Ric Flair.
Oh, yes, Jim Ric Flair.
Rick Rutledge Flair.
It sounds like a sick wolf.
A wolf that may or may not be dying.
Like literally sick, not like, oh, that's sick. Like, an actual ill.
Yeah, you're in trouble. You need a veterinarian.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're presented by Coors Light. I'm Molly Brown alongside Matt Hamilton. Primetime Ryan Wollersheim is behind the glass. We are asking you can chime in on the Carl was Talking text line. List is more 844-770-3776 or on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. We are asking you, which sport would you want your kid to play professionally? So far, I have not given an answer because I don't know what my answer is, but I'll come up with one.
Professional wrestling, I think, is what your kid
Well,
is
also,
gonna do.
yes, my kid is obsessed with the WWE, so like he would love that. But also, that is a terrifying sport. Like,
What's
in
his
the sense of
wrestling
like,
name?
what?
Give him a wrestling name.
I see. Okay, so he doesn't have one because like right now, like whenever we play, he goes, and the winner is still Tyson. Like that's his thing that he does. So like maybe his name is just Tyson because that's kind of a cool name.
I was thinking Tyson the Terror.
Oh, how about he lives up to his name then? How about he lives up to his name?
Mike Tyson?
Goes into boxing.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
that is
that'd be the
one.
worst.
Nope. I'm not seeing my kid get knocked out. Like,
MMA?
No. Ew, no.
I mean,
Is that the same thing as like UFC?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no. Ew, blood all over. Like, no.
yeah, that would be
That
a tough
sport
one
is
to watch as a
disgusting.
parent.
That would be
And then
impossible.
like you see their face just swell up, and it's like, what are you doing? Like I can't. Those ones off
Even if
limits.
they told you like the paycheck.
No, I don't care. Like there's no amount of money that is worth just getting like knocked out willingly. I mean, now granted, you could
Oh
say
my
like,
gosh, I would for what one fighter gets, I'd get into a ring with just about anybody and just be like, just knock me out. Let's just make this quick.
yeah, but if you were like that, you're not gonna get paid.
Yeah, also
the big bucks. Like you gotta like at least be good.
the brain damage and everything. Like,
Yeah,
does
like,
it,
oh,
is
great.
that the cost outweighing the benefits? I
Right,
don't
you're
know.
wealthy, but you're only living until you're like 35. Okay.
Yeah. And it's like one paycheck a year if you're really lucky. Like one good paycheck a year. Like that's, I don't know, Matt. That's
one really good
How-
paycheck.
okay,
That's
what is the-
for the
probably-
Conor McGregors of the world. Sure.
What's really, really good in your mind? Like, is that like a $10 million check? I don't know what they get.
Well, I mean, it depends on the fight. If it's a title fight, yeah, it's probably close to that $10 million, I would imagine. Riley would really know this. But honestly, like, for $1 million, $1 million a year?
Dude.
I don't know how many fighters get paid $1 million for one fight.
Yeah, don't
though.
you see some of those gyms like where they all come up and it's just like a random like tiny in town gym. Like you're not
Well, you
making
gotta
the big
start
bucks
somewhere.
for a long time.
Yeah. You gotta start somewhere.
So think how many times you have to get knocked out before you get unless just be good enough that you don't get knocked out. I guess could be like your comeback for it. But Burnt Brat on the ESPN Madison YouTube page says my kids played sports that I did not like football. Football rules, and then he also says ping pong is a good sport. Darts, pool, axe throwing, all are good too. Are those sports?
Darts it annoys me at how much money you can make at darts.
What?
How much money?
Who is paying somebody to play darts?
Molly, they sell out like those like hotel convention centers in Europe. Darts is huge. I'll see it on TV in Canada, like between games, and there's more people at this in this convention center to watch darts than there is at like a curling event where people are like, in my opinion, real athletes. And then you got people just throwing darts like really well, which is a skill in itself, but not as on the same level of athleticism. But yeah, they're selling out. Like there's thousands of people that go and watch darts. It's huge in Europe.
That's wild to me. Do you think that they actually make that much money though? Like
Yes.
even though it's popular? Okay.
I think some of the best ones in the world do. Like it is one of those funny things where sometimes you think of like an international sport that we don't care about that like they do so well in. Like I mean, if you're a European, you think about how much money that like Patrick Mahomes just made. Like that's crazy to you.
$500 million guaranteed
for a sport that most of them probably never watch and never will.
That's true.
But speaking of which, Matt, what about your true like rival nemesis sport? What about like cornhole? How much are those guys making?
Oleo.
I mean, the endorsements got to be good.
They have endorsements like NASCAR too. Like it's
Right.
on like the it's
Well,
on
here's
it's
the
on
thing.
the boards.
You
It's on
can
the jerseys.
charge whatever you want to like get onto a jersey. I imagine that is in the realm of curling, but I do think
Yeah.
they probably make more. I would bet. I know it's so sad.
But do they get to travel to as cool places? Like you said,
Probably
that'd be a
not,
reason
'cause,
you put your kid in curling.
Cornhole was invented in the U.S., so I imagine.
Yeah, you better get to travel to Nebraska.
Yeah, you get to
You
travel.
get to travel to like Birmingham, Alabama.
Texas, yeah, for your Bush's baked beans open.
Wherever Riley went for the SEC baseball tournament, that's where the cornhole tournament's
That's the
going on.
championship.
Yeah, probably.
You brought up another sport though, NASCAR. Never would want my kid to do that. Never, ever, ever. Do you consider NASCAR a sport?
Or F1? Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, more so than darts. To be fair, more so than darts.
No, my kid would never do any racing. Nope.
Not
nope.
F1.
Nope.
IMSA.
Nope. Not a chance.
Shit.
Getting into a car to just go hundreds of miles an hour? No. You would?
I mean, again, that'd be pretty sick. It'd be
And
cool.
what, you're going to be on his pit crew, like changing his tires?
No, I'll just go and be like, hey, I see you got that BMW partnership. Maybe you can get
Maybe you
Daddy
can hook
a new
Daddy
car.
up.
Right? Like,
No.
big fan of the M series.
Oh my gosh. There was like a show on Disney Channel, Ryan. I know you're going to know this, or maybe Matt, you might too, because you're more my era, I guess, when it comes to like Disney Channel originals. There was a show where like the girl was the race car driver, not race car, but like
But it was like the quarter mile like funny car kind of thing.
Whatever that is. Not Herbie Fully Loaded. What was that one called?
That's a great movie.
That is a good one with Lindsay Lohan.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, but yeah, that was just like drag racing.
Yeah. Like no, my kid won't even do that. But if there was any that they could do, that one would be kind of cool.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. I can understand like the football thing as far as like concussions and stuff. And I know racing can be dangerous. Don't get me wrong. But like, you got to think the injury risk is lower in racing.
I don't know. But like, you got to think they're not just like starting with like that professional level of racing.
No,
like
right.
they're doing all like the
through,
little
like, go-karts
crummy
first.
cars.
Yeah.
Like, do I want my kid doing that? I don't even know if I want my kids doing like go-kart racing at like a
Probably an
little
expensive
amusement
one.
park.
It's probably expensive.
Probably. I
Yeah.
guess I don't know.
Racing would be an interesting one.
It's probably right up there with hockey for like barrier to access too, when it comes to equipment and costs too,
Right.
because you travel probably a ton for both, unless you happen to live in a place where there's like an actual track. Then you probably have to start with like dirt bikes or start with like
never
those
dirt
like
bike.
stock
Nope.
car things on like the short tracks and stuff. That's got to be a grind to like level up through.
Yeah,
What about the big like world sports like cricket?
No.
Would you learn the game, or like
Would I learn it? I mean, yeah, I guess I'd be forced to.
Yeah, if they're playing the
Matt, like I had to like kind of learn curling when I went to see you play in McFarland because like your grandma literally taught me curling. I don't think that she probably didn't like know curling just like growing up. She probably like learned it because you guys all played it.
Well, grandma still doesn't really know curling.
Well, she was
She
teaching me
watches
all
enough.
about
Yeah,
it.
I'm glad she was able to break it down for you.
Let's see. It's the Adam and Madison chimes in. He says, "Right on track." I don't know if that's what it's called. He said my daughter just recently watched on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's right here.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's right
I
on
swear
track.
she gets hurt in that movie too. Like she gets like taken out on like a stretcher. Adam and Madison, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that she does, if I remember correctly from my childhood.
Did you ever have to do that with soccer? Like once your kids started playing
Yeah,
it a
and then
little
she
bit?
had to bounce back. From
What?
it.
Like, did you have to learn the sport? You played soccer in high school.
Yeah,
didn't
I
you?
played soccer for like 16, 17 years. So like I knew it. Like
never
and
mind.
but like it's the sport that I know like the most ins and outs of, and like I can understand and like empathize with the player on how they actually like are feeling in that moment. But like my husband like coaches soccer too, and then like our older boys obviously are in club soccer and all the things. They do start saying different things about like different like plays and different like numbers and all this stuff that I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. But like I 99.9% know the game. So it's like it's easy for me to like resonate. So like I think I watch like, you know, the World Cup that I'm just like, it's not an easy sport to get into by any means but like the idea that it's a global sport and it is the biggest game in the world does make it very attractive. And it's like it's a relatively like safe sport.
You know what number 2 is?
Do I know what number 2 is?
Most popular sport in the world?
Is it cricket?
It is cricket.
That's not surprising.
It's huge in India, right?
Yeah.
And India's
they have their
population
own. They
is
have like a
second biggest
professional league.
country.
It's called the IPL.
I've definitely watched it when it's come on like
Go
late at
Chennai
night
Super
on like a
Kings.
random channel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why does Matt know the name of any team?
Chennai Super Kings?
You were gambling at 2 a.m. on Indian cricket?
My last job was an engineering role. There was a couple of people from India that were on our team, and one of them he said they're rivals with the Chennai Super Kings, so I bought a Super Kings shirt so we could have a rivalry at
Pat
work.
just wanted to troll one of his
basically.
teammates.
Of course he did. Well, it was funny today because somehow we started talking about hockey this morning, and then that's what it was. We were talking about the Stanley Cup Finals because Carolina ended up winning last night, correct?
Yeah. 3-2.
And then somebody was like, I don't think I've met anybody that's cheering for Las Vegas. And I was like, well, Matt is. And they were like, well, why? And I was like, I think because they gave him a jersey.
And I got to sound the rally horn between the second and third period. They rolled out the red carpet for me.
There you go. And so then we all came to the conclusion because I was like, well, Matt is a fan of the Titans because he got a jersey from them too, and they were nice to him. And then somebody was like, I think Matt is just a fan of people that are fans of him.
Yeah,
so,
basically.
That's what we came to.
Wisconsin doesn't have a team, so it was nice to pick one.
But you're also a Wild fan too, though. Weren't they nice to you?
The Wild was nice to me.
So if they were in the Stanley, so if it's Wild versus Golden, what is it? Golden Knights. Which one are you cheering for in the finals?
Well, they wouldn't make the finals because they're both in the Western Conference.
Okay, well, whatever. Same difference.
If they did face each other, I think they might have even this playoff. Not 100% sure. I would cheer for the Knights.
Okay.
And the Wild was probably my experience with them was definitely cooler than the Knights experience, but I just wanted to pick a team that was new, and then all my teammates, I was already against them for everything else, every other sport, right? I wasn't a Timberwolves fan. I want the Brewers over the Bucks. Packers Vikings have a rivalry. I was just why agree on something now? Let's just continue to butt heads on sports teams. So I adopted the Knights when they became a team because I like going to Vegas, and why not?
Fair. It's funny because we have a lot of people texting in on this movie that we couldn't think of the name that the Adam and Madison told us it was, but also Sadler of the Pat McAfee and Rich Eisen show says, right on track with Beverly Mitchell of Seventh Heaven. That's literally all I could think of was the girl from Seventh Heaven, but I'm like, I don't know what her name is or what that name of that movie is. But 844-770-3776, text us with what sport you would want your kid to play professionally. We've got to get to Jason Wilde next. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team for the 4th year in a row. Vote for us any day this month at madisonmagazine.com.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecasts in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, windows, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka is your go-to drink this golf season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. This spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade and blackberry iced tea and lemonade. No bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairway and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Make a difference and donate blood today. Impact Life and Stoughton Health are bringing a blood drive for the community to the community. Friday, June 19th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at our Community Health and Wellness Center, 3162 County Road B. Appointments encouraged. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org or call 800-747-5401. Group code 3643. That's Friday, June 19th. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com. Creating excellence together.
Jason Wilde on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by News 3 Now. Jason Wilde, the best green and gold coverage from the best in the business.
Jason, can I ask of you?
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Yeah. This has been the best segment I've ever done on this show, and I've really done very little.
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
I love Matt Hamilton. You are 1,000,000% right, Jim. That should be a drop, too.
Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, my guy.
Thank you.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Jason Wilde joins us now on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America and now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. Jason, thanks for joining us. You are joining us in on a conversation that we are having because obviously Antonio Freeman.
Antonio Freeman.
Yes,
yeah.
Antonio Freeman's son is playing for the U.S. men's national team tonight. And so it got me thinking, I'm like, what sport would I want my kid to play professionally? If I could pick, what would it be? So Jason, I'm asking you that question. What would it be for you, for your two daughters? Like, what would you choose them to play professionally?
So Sydney plays volleyball, golf, gymnastics, and soccer. Maddie does golf, gymnastics, cross country, and track. And of all those things that they do, which they love all those are none of the sports that I played, none of the sports that I know much about. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I love them so much because, like, I love watching Sid play volleyball. I love watching Maddie run. But, like, I coached her in basketball. I coached them together for a year and then Sid for another year in softball. Like, the sports that I actually know something about, they don't play any of them anymore. And while she doesn't miss basketball, I miss coaching. And I've told her before that when she goes off to college or if she's playing sports in college and after she's done with that, I would like to get back into coaching because I really love doing it. But, yeah, if I have to choose based on the things they do, I would choose volleyball. I mean, volleyball, I don't think people who don't follow volleyball, I don't think they fully appreciate how exciting and fun it is. Like, I knew that because I covered John Cook's teams at Wisconsin before he left for Nebraska, and obviously Kelly Sheffield and Pete Waite had success. So I understand. So when I go to volleyball matches that Sid plays in, I at least know, even though I never played the game, I at least understand the game, kind of like I do with football. But if I'm picking a pro sport, like, I love watching basketball, right?
Yeah.
I loved playing baseball. So this is a lesson for you expectant dads out there. No one in particular, of course.
Listening.
But just make sure, and I know you'll be this way because this is the kind of person you are, Matt, but, like, support them on what is most important to them. And that may seem, kind of self-evident, but I know that Sid has some classmates and teammates whose dads just love basketball, and so they're stuck playing basketball even though they don't really want to. And I just can't imagine myself ever taking that approach with them. So I just sadly weep in the corner when basketball season starts and she's not playing anymore, because the most important thing is that she is happy.
Jason, now, not that girls don't play potentially dangerous sports, but there's a few more that are obvious when it comes to professional sports and men's. If you had a son, would you have been like, no football for you, or would you have put the kibosh on any of them?
Yeah, I don't think if I had sons. Now, look, first of all, as you correctly pointed out, even in curling, there's potential for injury.
Correct.
So I'm not, you cannot keep them safe as much as I desperately try to in pretty much every walk of their life. I mean, when they eventually get their driver's licenses, they're going to have so many hours of driver's ed. It's going to be, they're going to set a national record because I'm so obnoxious. But like, I'll be honest, like, and I've always been, I would say, embarrassed by this. Like, you guys have heard me tell the story before where I'm covering a Packers-Lions game and Don Beebe gets knocked out cold. Like, he was snoring on the field, Chewy will tell you, when he came over to check on him. And then it was in the first half, and at the end of the game, he caught the game-winning touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I never at any point thought, well, I don't know if a guy who was knocked unconscious should still be playing in a game, that's embarrassing to me. Like, what the heck was wrong with me? Look, there are certainly a lot of players, and I would never speak for Tausch. I certainly know better than that. But, like, the life Tausch leads is a lot different than what it would have been had he not played in the NFL. Same with Chu, like all those guys. So, I think those guys have to kind of, maybe navigate their feelings a little more. I'm just a guy who covers the team. And I have had this conversation before. I still can't believe that the NFL basically got away scot-free. The money that it cost them in that settlement was a drop in the bucket compared to what they make. They got away with the concussion thing. Nobody even talks about that anymore. Like, I was flipping through channels and the concussion movie with Will Smith was on. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. And do people even think about that anymore? Like, we know there's a protocol for return to play, but basically we've just sort of said, yeah, no, they do a good job. They're really looking out for the guys. And so I would not, had I had boys. Now I will say this, I think, and then we can stop talking about my children. But like, I think Sid's a pretty good ball sport athlete. If they actually, before her high school time is over, if the WIAA sanctions girls flag football, I'd kind of like to see her play that. I think that would be, but again, that eliminates a lot, not all, but a lot of the dangers that I see these guys put themselves in as NFL players.
I was going to say, even in flag football, I feel like they get a little crazy there too, which makes me nervous.
They do.
Yeah.
No doubt. But not as crazy as, what we see from the NFL sometimes.
Right, and I also think of like football too, and I said this earlier, but like if my kid were to like beg me to play football, I'd be like, okay, you're being a kicker or a punter. But then I think about it, I'm like, okay, as a punter, you see those guys that are 300 pounds rushing at him as his leg is fully extended in the air. Don't love that. But then also as a kicker, okay, hopefully you don't get touched very much, but also then there's the stress of you may blow this game, and I don't want to have that for you or myself to like, be stressed out.
Because if your kid's a kicker for the Packers, you're going to have to break them down on Monday.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, this kid
winner.
sucks. My kid sucks, which I would hate.
Molly Smack with us.
Oh, my gosh. Well, speaking of Jason, so we were, obviously you had Ryan Longwell on your show earlier today, but like we kind of were kicking around the idea pre-show of, like, what would you be more nervous about, is having Trey Smack as your kicker, like, this season, or having Jagger Burton start week one based on Matt LaFleur's comments after practice?
Yeah, I first of all, like, I can't emphasize this enough on the Jagger Burton thing. Like, he must really like him because you just don't do that. Like, the meaningless platitudes of, it's great that he's getting this opportunity and he's getting to work with the ones because it's a different speed, and we think he's got some good potential, but we're a long ways away. No, he flat out said that he would be in the mix for playing time this year. That's a big matzo ball to put out there. So I thought that was really interesting that he chose to go down that road. I thought that was very telling about him. I just, obviously I had thought about reaching out to Ryan for a while, and I also wanted to pick his brain on what approach Lucas Havrisik needs to take, right? Because he's kind of in the Ryan Longwell role that Ryan was in 30 years ago. But at the same time, we got done with that, and Jesse, I was very concerned for Jesse's well-being.
Yeah.
He was beside himself. He doesn't usually, other than, hey, are you ever going to take a break because of our time management, he doesn't usually send texts during a segment. And he was freaking out, man, about what Ryan Longwell was saying about the type of ball Trey Smack kicks and how it's problematic at Lambeau. I think there's plenty of time for them to work that out, right? Let's not forget, Ryan Longwell was a rookie once, and as he admitted during our show, the kind of ball he kicked coming out of Cal was the kind of ball we're talking about Trey Smack kicking. So with the proper coaching and retraining your brain, a little bit on how you want to hit the ball and how you want Daniel Whelan to hold it, I think we have to be careful here of getting just too panicky about it. At the same time, this is exactly the peril of going with a rookie kicker. You don't have this otherwise. Certainly there are years where veteran kickers struggle, but you don't have this level of scrutiny and every time he misses a kick, and I said this to Trey on Tuesday because I went and talked to him after he made 7 out of 8, and I was like, look, man, I'm not going to be that guy that comes and talks to you when you're 5 for 9 out of practice and then doesn't have anything to do with you when you have a good day. It's important to talk about both. And I thought he was having a good couple of days. Obviously, Havrisik was 8 for 8 the next day, but you miss a 35-yard field goal at the end of a 2-minute period, and everyone's going to be talking about it. And it lit up on social media, and I'm just glad that Ryan could give us some of his insight, and more importantly, could give him some insight that Ryan has already talked to him and tried to help him out.
Jason, back to Jagger. How do you feel about LaFleur saying that? What's that say to you if you were going to read it in between the lines? Because for me, the first time I heard it was, this is coach talk. But you had a stronger reaction than I did.
Yeah, just because it's the kind of coach talk that you wouldn't make unless and look, and please don't take this the wrong way. No, but I've done this now. This is my 31st season, right? And this is not a shot at anyone else, but if you're new at this, you kind of take that quote and you put it in your story or you talk about it on the radio or whatever else, and maybe you don't view it through the same prism as I did. I've just heard so many coaches for so many years, including, by the way, Matt LaFleur, say a bunch of nonsense, nothing word salad about guys, right? And you can always tell if it's a guy that, he doesn't really believe in or he doesn't really like as a player. There's a code where he says, well, he's working really hard and, we like his effort, and there's certainly things that he needs to correct, but everybody needs to correct things. There's ways to talk around it without, really truly praising the guy and giving a quote to the people that are looking for quotes. And this was just different. He had no real reason to say that he's going to be in the mix for playing time. So if I'm going to speculate, look, and I know Gabe Neitzel of Jen, Gabe, and Shuey is already worried about this because he hates this policy. But I think there's a chance that maybe they rotate him at right guard with Anthony Belton if he continues on this trajectory. And, Gabe hates the fact that they rotate guys, and I get it. It seems counterintuitive to me, and I don't think it helps either player, even though it gets them experience. But again, we're a long way to go from there. Like, he's got to show that when the pads come on, because I have seen guys that were, as Chewy would call them, all Oneida players, in reference to the Clark Hinkle field that runs along Oneida Street. And then they put the pads on in camp and they disappear. They had a tight end named David Martin, who was a thick athlete. But when he put the pads on, he wasn't adept as a blocker. He was just sort of a guy. And it was like a transformation when the pads went on in a negative way. So Jagger Burton, who I keep saying this, but he looks like he's straight out of Central Casting. Like, if you were going to get an actor to play a Packers offensive lineman, he's kind of square-shaped. He's a good athlete. He's intelligent. He's got kind of a cheesy mustache. Like, he is what like if you fed into AI, draw me a Packers offensive lineman, I swear Jagger Burton would pop out.
Jason, should Packer fans be nervous if Jagger Burton is starting on the offensive line against the Minnesota Vikings and Brian Flores' defense? Because I think he likes to blitz a lot. That makes me nervous.
He does. No, you're right. But again, if he's starting, that means he's had one hell of a camp, and they have a ton of confidence in him. Now, if he's starting because, and I would never wish injury on anyone, so Anthony Belton loses his helmet and can't find it for 4 games, and they have to play Jagger Burton. That's a different story. But if he earns the job, there's a lot of flaws in the Packers operation, in all 32 teams' operations. But I would say this about the Packers: I don't think they play guys that don't deserve to play. Like, I don't think Matt LaFleur is a big believer in, this guy's a first-round pick, we have to play him. I mean, look at the example 1A, Jordan Morgan. Like, there was no reason, if you wanted to say, hey, he's the first-round pick, he should have been in the lineup all last year instead of Rasheed Walker, who was in a contract year. It was a 7th-round pick, kind of had a down year last year. Like, if they were based on pedigree instead of earning your spot, they would have started Jordan Morgan, and they didn't. So I don't think if Jagger Burton's a starter, he'll get it because he earned it, not because they wanted to have more AI images of him.
Would that be a bit of an indictment on Goody's drafting abilities in earlier rounds? If the 7th last year gets the spot, and now your 5th-round rookie is outperforming guys that you've drafted higher, is that an indictment on Goody?
I mean, first of all, it's an indictment on a lot of people, right? It would be an indictment on the guy that gets beaten out, right? Like, if Anthony Belton, who I personally like, and I'm not an offensive line coach, so I don't know what exactly he needs to be coached up on, but he is a massive human being. Like, he came and crashed our interview with Aaron Banks the other day, and it's one thing when the guy is in the interviewee position like Banks was, but when Anthony Belton stood among us reporters while we were interviewing Banks, it's kind of like running into him at the grocery store. He was around so many normal-sized people that you're like, holy crap, this guy's enormous. And so if he's not a starter, that would be an indictment of the coaching staff for not having him ready, an indictment of him for not elevating his game. But, look, I think the greater indictments of Goody's drafting is that there's a lot of guys that aren't on this team anymore that were drafted. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of guys that he had to sign in free agency because he missed on draft picks. If Jagger Burton's a starter, but Anthony Belton is still here, and they extended Sean Ryan and obviously Zach Tom was a 4th-round pick. The fact that he has grown into an all-pro level player, like he's the indictment on Goody is not that he has picked a lot of bad offensive linemen. He's picked a few. Is that he hasn't picked enough offensive linemen, if I was to criticize him on that front.
Jason, do you think that Tucker Kraft will be the highest paid tight end here soon?
I do. He said that he thought when he was injured, he was TE1 in the league. And if that's what you think, then I would think the corollary would be, I think I should be paid like the best TE in the league. So, yeah, I certainly think that he's that's what he's aiming for, and I think he will be. Like, again, I don't know what the structure, I don't know what the guarantee will be, but I think it's the Arizona Cardinals guy, Trey, whatever his name is, and Kittle are both in excess of 19 million or around 19 million. I do think he will be that guy, and then he'll get surpassed by someone else. Right.
Do you think the Packers have almost learned their lesson just from like the Devontae Adams, how that all went down, just kind of with the way that they've done the Jaden Reed deal recently, and then the Christian Watson, and then like hopefully they've learned their lesson as they head into like with Tucker Kraft?
Yeah, I think they have. Now, Tucker Kraft is a more accurate comp because they weren't getting Devontae Adams at a discounted rate.
Right.
And I would still argue they got both those wide receivers because of their injury histories, because of their loyalty. They got those guys at a discounted rate. And I understand there's some Packers fans that don't like it when I say that about Christian Watson, but it's true. I don't think Goody would ever admit that they learned a lesson. But, and I keep bringing this up, but the reason why they kind of were where they were with the wide receiver group where, oh, no, we don't have a number one, is because they went away from their clear succession plan that went all the way back to Sharp. And, Devontae Adams should have gotten a contract extension before the 2021 season. Now, I do think, in fairness to the Packers, I think he had some reservations about Jordan Love. He has since admitted that he was wrong about Jordan Love. But, there was that game in Kansas City where Love started in 21, and I thought Devontae might die in that game. Like he hung him out to dry so many times. He threw the ball to him like 14 times, and there was one on the sideline where it was so far behind him, and he just got lit up by a defender. But the way they should have done it was extended him. He has that monster season in 21. He's here in 22. He's here in 23, and then he gets surpassed by Watson. Just the way he had surpassed himself, he had surpassed Jordy Nelson, and the way Jordy Nelson had surpassed Greg Jennings, and the way Greg Jennings had surpassed Donald Driver. It is, in my opinion, it was a mistake, and it does appear that they will not be making that mistake at the tight end position.
Great stuff as always, Jason. Appreciate you joining the show.
Just awesome stuff.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That was Jason Wilde. He joined us on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. We've got more to get into, including pole dancing later in the show. That's all coming up next. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show talking all things Wisconsin sports. New episodes debut Thursdays at 12:30, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. With this Badger Minute, I'm Jesse Nelson. ESPN college football writer Adam Rittenberg recently shared his college football future power rankings through 2027. Rittenberg ranks every Power 4 conference team and Notre Dame based on their outlook for the next 2 years. Criteria for the rankings includes a team's quarterback situation, coaching staff, and roster management. Out of 68 teams ranked, the Wisconsin Badgers check in at number 55. You can find the full rankings and commentary on the Badgers from Rittenberg at ESPN.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
As a first-generation student, I initially joined the military to ensure I could afford college, and I had a lot of self-doubt. But at Madison College, there are so many resources extended to me, and I feel supported and confident to reach my goals. Best of all, I'll be able to transfer to a 4-year college debt-free. My advice to others, believe in yourself and your future. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code TRACK to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code TRACK to borrow up to $10,000. Use code TRACK to borrow up to $10,000.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by the Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube page as Jim Rutledge and Riley Auk talk all things Wisconsin Badgers, football, basketball, and more. The Jump Around every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and wherever you get your podcasts. The Milwaukee Brewers are back home this weekend, hosting the Philadelphia Phillies at AmFam Field, and there'll be two leading candidates for the NL Cy Young Award on the mound this series. First tonight, it's the Miz, Jacob Mizorowski, starting for the Brewers. Then this Sunday, Phillies star Christopher Sanchez will pitch as he starts opposite the businessman Kyle Harrison for the Brewers. It's a full weekend of marquee matchups in Milwaukee, so make sure you tune in for all three games right here on ESPN Madison. First pitch from the Miz tonight is at 6:40 p.m. Pre-game coverage begins at 6:05 immediately following Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers. Then the Green Bay Packers finished their 3-day mandatory minicamp yesterday. It was the team's final bit of on-field action until training camp starts in about 7 weeks. Make sure to head over and find the full news, notes, and reaction from Packers reporter Rob Demovsky at minicamp over on ESPN.com. Second hour of Jim, Matt, and Molly starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me. I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
I'm not saying it's the baby's poop. Be prepared for that. You will end up with poop on you somehow, and it is disgusting. Or like the worst is when like you didn't realize it happened, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I have poop on my arm or something.
You're changing so many diapers in such a, and Molly obviously with two is a little different, but you're tired, and then you're like, oh, like on the bottom of my, like it smells like poop around here. It's like, oh, it's on the bottom of like the weird spot in your hand that you never look at.
Crap.
And then Jim was like, wait, those for me.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Molly Brown.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Matt, if the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I forgot that I was supposed to let you do it. Would you like to restart?
No.
Try it.
I think you nailed it.
Try it.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
There you go. We're presented by Coors Light.
You just scared me.
I am Molly Brown. I am alongside Matt Hamilton. Jim Rutledge is out camping or glamping, as we like to say. Primetime Ryan Wollersheim is behind the glass. We've talked a little bit of sports today. I mean, technically, we've talked sports like literally all day. Because we were asking the question of what sport would you want your kid to play professionally. We did get another text, so chime in on the Carlbus Talking text line, 844-770-3776, or you can comment on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Unnamed in the 608, would love to get your name. He says, swimming for sure, so healthy for you. Swimming is good.
Yeah.
But like your kid could drown.
Nah, probably not.
I mean,
it's possible, but
it's possible.
Yeah.
No, I really, yeah. And like you probably don't have like injuries unless you're like Michael Phelps and you're swimming like a shark every single day, but like you probably don't have injuries.
It's probably not as bad, and the recovery's got to be easier because it's low impact,
right?
Stuff. Yeah, swimming's a good one.
I feel like they do a lot of
wonder what the
cupping.
professional swimmers like. What's their compensation? I feel like
I mean, Michael Phelps probably makes good money.
Well,
but
yeah,
like,
but that
are the
came
professional?
I mean, honestly, Matt, it's probably like in the same realm as curling, where it's like
if you're
the top
good,
top.
you can make
yeah.
some. I mean, I'm sure
the
Michael
Olympians.
Phelps definitely made more than me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I didn't win 7 gold medals in one.
Michael Phelps is
Olympics.
probably like the most profitable Olympic athlete of all time, or like most income.
If you're not going to include the guys that like NBA guys.
Yeah. Like, I'm talking purely from their
I feel
Olympic.
like
Like
gymnastics.
Simone Biles.
Like those
you
girls
think?
are popular. Yeah. Simone Biles, Shawn Johnson back in the day.
Shaun White
was pretty big, but I feel like Phelps' longevity though, wasn't he in like 3 or 4 Olympics, and he was like top tier in all of them?
Did he really only win? And I say only like facetiously. I think that's a word.
Facetious.
But like, did he only win 7? I swear he won like 15.
Oh no, he won 23 medals. He won 7 or 8 in one Olympics.
Oh,
in one.
That was one when he really popped. That was like 2012, right?
Yeah, I think he's got.
What a
I think
time.
it's 19 golds and then 2 or 3 silvers or something like that for like 23 total medals.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's gotta be like him or Carl Lewis for like most like people who have made the most off their Olympic image.
Who was Carl Lewis?
He was a sprinter back in like the 90s, 80s. He was really, really popular.
What about the dude that ate McDonald's every time? What's his name?
Usain Bolt?
Yes.
Bolt? Yeah,
pretty
for sure.
famous.
Yeah, he's got to have made a lot of money off of just his.
But again, none of it I think is coming from like the association. It's all off endorsements and
yeah, it's all. But I mean, during those like Olympic quad, like once every 4 years, there.
But like, what does Phelps's relay teammate make?
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a Olympic caliber, but you're not the guy.
Yeah. How much money do you think Ryan Lochte made back in the day?
Ryan Lochte was popular.
He was pretty big
Until he had like his incident, he was pretty famous, and he was like hot too. That's why people liked him. He was. That was legit. Why people liked him was because he was so attractive. I think he had a show on E about like his like
Really?
dating life. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna find it right now. But like,
I'm sure it was called like Lochte of Love or something like that.
no, like I think you're not wrong. I'm gonna find it right now. It says, "What would Ryan Lochte do?" That's what the show was called.
What would Ryan Lochte do?
It was 2013.
The age-old question.
Yes, exactly. WWRLD. The 8-episode show followed the Olympic swimmer as he trained for the 2016 Olympics, attempted to launch a clothing line, and navigated his personal life and romantic pursuits in his hometown of Gainesville, Georgia. Or not Georgia, Jiminy Christmas, Florida. I can't read.
Trey Smack's college town.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, very true. Way to get us talk about football. Anyways, I have so many other questions about swimming, but I did want to talk about Giannis, okay? And,
wow, that's so unlike you.
well, I don't want to talk about him, but like I feel like we
Giannis
have
Antetokounmpo.
not even we have to talk about him, but I think that there is an interesting question of like where do you and where do you not want him to go? Because right now I think there's 3 teams that are like in contention of potentially him getting traded to, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Miami Heat, Boston Celtics, and Minnesota Timberwolves are like the 3 top teams. And like for me,
so all the buzz around the OKC's gone.
Yeah, the buzz around OKC's
why is
gone.
the buzz around that gone?
I think it seems like OKC is just probably not interested. They should feel pretty secure about their roster. I know they're in the West and it's tough, but like they have a long runway for like multiple years. And then Yeah,
I mean, that's good for the Spurs. As a Spurs fan, as the Spurs or the show's Spurs fan, like that makes me feel good that Giannis isn't going there.
Fair.
That's one other guy on OKC that you got to get through, and I don't
then
like that.
I think the one other team that was floated out there, and I think Jim mentioned it too, is like the Orlando Magic, because their new head coach used to be an assistant for the Bucks. But from what I can tell, it seems like the Magic probably don't have the ammunition to trade for Giannis, especially considering that there's like the Heat, the Celtics, and the Timberwolves probably all have enough to make a trade work, and theoretically those are places where Giannis would agree to go.
So for me, like I don't know how you are, Matt. I know you have like the different Minnesota connections and whatnot, but like I like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like as a fan, I like them. Okay, I like watching Ant. I think Rudy Gobert's fun. They're a fun team to watch. But I don't want Giannis going there. Like, because, one, I think that makes them a really good team. And I don't know if I necessarily want to see Giannis win anywhere. I don't know if maybe that's, like, harsh of me.
It's a little harsh, but I think it's fair as a fan that feels maybe a little scorned or burned.
Yeah, and, like, I just kind of dislike him right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll feel differently by the time that he's actually on another roster.
Like if we get a haul for him, you'd be like, oh, thanks, Giannis.
I don't. That just leads me to another question, though, is I don't think that, like, the Bucks front office is smart enough to get a haul. Again, maybe I'm wrong in feeling that way.
They're definitely holding out for one, because there was a report in The Athletic today from Eric Name and Sam Amick, and they mentioned that the Bucks are interested in a trade that Minnesota has, or at least what they're looking for is a package that would include Jane McDaniels, who's like a fringe all-star level player, then Naz Reid, who's a really good.
He was good.
Six man of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Shannon Jr., a really young up-and-coming scorer, and then 2 tradable first-round picks.
Do you like that?
That's quite a lot for a guy who's like entering his age 30 season, I believe, or 31 season.
Anna said been injured.
Still a late. It's probably going to be fairly late first-round picks.
Yeah, it'd be number 29 in this year's draft and the 2033 pick.
For what it's worth, Jalen Brunson's second-round pick.
Yeah,
2033.
2033. those are the Minnesota Timberwolves 2 tradable first-round picks.
That is 7 years away. For what it's worth.
That is so crazy that they can even like talk about those. Some of the guys they could be drafting are not even through high school.
And I believe, honestly, that 23-3 one, I'm pretty sure they might not even be able to trade that until draft night. I think that's when they're eligible to even even agree to a deal that includes trade or draft compensation that far out. I'm not sure if that's the exact year, but I believe it is.
It's crazy that the Giannis.
It's 11 days
if
away,
we
by the
make
way.
this move, the Giannis trade could be in effect until my kid is 6 years old.
Like first grade. That's ridiculous, actually.
That is outrageous that is how far the NBA lets you trade out. Okay, so that's the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm. The other
Then
team,
there's the
Celtics, Miami Heat.
And the Miami Heat.
I hate the Celtics one, too. I don't want to see him going to Boston.
I don't think I want to see him going anywhere in the East. And not mostly because I don't want to play him.
Yeah.
Like, regularly. I don't want him to have to go through wherever Giannis goes for a playoff. And I know the Bucks might be a little bit of a ways out from a legitimate playoff run, but
probably 4 or 5 years out.
You don't really want to go through Giannis if you can avoid it. I don't really like the Heat. I don't love the Celtics. I know I have the jersey, but that's just because Larry Bird is goated.
What if you get Tyler Hero in exchange, Matt?
No.
Gross.
He is at the center of any proposed Bucks trade.
Well, of course he is, because the Miami Heat don't want him.
And Ware, right?
Yeah, Khalil Ware is the other one. Then another name you might recognize, Jaime Jaquez. He's a really good player.
I love
for
Jaime Jaquez. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a really good, probably
his sister's really good at
starter,
UCLA too.
Role player type. Yes, she is. She's a star. And then apparently the Heat have actual first-round picks that they could trade. They can offer up to 3 first-round picks.
And how recent do we know?
It doesn't.
2048.
I don't
Matt's
think
kid is going to be 25.
See, unlike the other teams that we're talking about, I don't think the Heat have really leveraged themselves with their draft capital. So they probably have they could offer up to 3. I don't know exactly how many. They might have more than 3 available, but they would just be picking which 3. And I think that would probably be an attractive one for the Bucks. And we know Giannis wants to.
What would you be more comfortable with? Getting players that have played in the NBA that are young, or actually letting the Bucks and Horst draft?
I was gonna say, given the Bucks track record, I kind of want some proven
You
players,
want bodies.
some guys you can build around, or even maybe trade those players to get other good, really rebuild with, rather than just trusting them to draft with their first round picks that they've never shown they're capable of using.
I've been asking this for a while. Who is the last guy on the Bucks that's
Dante
been
DiVincenzo was the last guy who I can think of who they drafted who was actually good,
yeah.
worth it at all.
Was
Just
Ryan Rollins drafted?
No, he was an undrafted player. He started his career in Golden State and then landed in Milwaukee and just kind of had a rebirth.
AJ Green wasn't drafted?
He was an undrafted guy as well, yeah. Or if he wasn't undrafted, he was like a late second round pick, not by the Bucks.
So do you trust the Bucks to even be able to build around?
Well, I would trust them more getting a player, yes.
But do you though? Because
draft.
look how the Dame stuff went. Like there's, they're in the spot that they are right now because they were unable to build a team around a superstar.
Well, yes and no. It was a lot of bad injury luck that went down.
It was a bad luck, but that's a sport.
No, it certainly is a sport, and there's no doubt that now, given what's happened, you can say that the Bucks got burned on that trade, but a healthy Dame with a healthy Giannis, we don't know what would have unfolded. You know what I'm saying? It was bad luck, and I know it's part of the game, but it's not like the trade was so lopsided when it happened that we were we're cooked.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and then the other trades, when we got Miles Turner, was out of desperation, I feel a little bit. It was what can we do to keep Giannis happy? Show him that we're still making an effort. So after you pay Dame for the next 3 years of $20 million a year to get rid of him, that's how it ended up being a terrible trade for the Bucks, is because it was out of desperation, and now it's going to be proven all for naught.
So out of the three teams that we talked about, the Wolves, Celtics, and Miami Heat, of those three teams, which one would you most not want Giannis to go to?
Probably the one he wants to go to the most, the Heat.
And is that only because he wants to go there?
No,
you just hate the Heat.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Heat. It's I don't like that they beat us in the bubble.
Yeah.
I felt like they were our rival for a little bit. Now it's kind of felt like it
they
was
don't
the
have Jimmy
Pacers
Butler
for
anymore.
a little bit. But yeah, I just don't love the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe in that Bam 83-point game either.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Bam 83-point game.
Fake record.
It's still Kobe's record. So yeah, not the Heat. I'd be okay with the Celtics. I think the one that I would like the most and the one that I would enjoy watching the most would be the Timberwolves. Because I do think him and Ant would be sick to watch.
So I think the one that is most entertaining probably would be the Minnesota Timberwolves, because that is a team that already went to. Did they didn't make it to the Western Conference Finals, the one right
2
before.
years ago, didn't they?
No.
I think did they 2 years ago?
Yeah, they made it to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. But I'm saying this year they lost to the Spurs.
They lost in the second round.
Yeah. So they're a championship caliber team, and that would be entertaining with Giannis. The team that would disgust me the most is the Boston Celtics. I would be disgusted if he went there.
You don't think him and Tatum would rip it up?
I almost think, actually, that could be, you could say, from an entertaining standpoint, because I think that would end catastrophically in the terms of Giannis would be
really who's the alpha in the room kind of thing.
I mean, Jaylen Brown is still in the Celtics too. Now, granted,
I'm
he
sure
would
he'd be part of that package.
I think he would, but then it's you got two guys in Jason Tatum and Giannis fighting for who's the top dog, and I don't know if either one of them want to knock it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that one could end pretty bad for the Celtics, which would be entertaining. But I would be most disgusted by that one because it's the Celtics? What? Ew.
So you don't think that about the Heat, though?
No,
him and
I
Bam
don't care
would-
about the Heat. I actually think it'd be fun to see Giannis with a really good head coach in Eric Spoelstra.
But
That would be really
You don't
fun.
think Bam is going to push back on who the alpha is?
Bam's not a superstar like Jason Tatum is, though.
I mean,
he's really good, and I like
he's
Bam
got
Adebayo.
most
Don't get me
points
wrong.
scored
But
in one game.
I also think if the Heat were to trade for Giannis like that, they would make some other moves to probably send Bam somewhere else and then bring in other players who fit more around Giannis. I think the Heat would kind of reconstruct a lot of their team. I mean, they'd be trading away half of their starting core if they even got Giannis too. Which is kind of the weird part where I think if Giannis went to the Heat, I just don't think it would be successful. I don't know why he would want to go there, honestly.
I don't know
It's
either.
an international city.
I guess, but honestly,
he's literally going there for the location in my mind.
Honestly, if it's him and if he's actually trying to prioritize championships, I do think the opposite of Molly. Honestly, I think if he goes to the Celtics, they're gonna win it. They're gonna go to the finals.
You think so?
If they can
They have a
figure
really
it
good
out.
coach too. That's true.
They do
I'm
have a
with
really
Molly.
good
I
coach.
think the big X factors there. Who's going to be the leader of that team? And if they can figure out how that looks, they could be one of the most dangerous teams.
If that ends up being what gets in the way of Giannis going to another title in Boston or another championship in Boston, then that he like really is ruining his legacy if that's the case. Like,
But
honestly,
also, if he goes to Miami, he might be ruining his legacy.
no, because if he goes there and he's still good, like it wouldn't ruin his legacy. It would just be like it would be
He made the wrong
anticlimactic.
move, yeah.
But whereas like if he goes to Boston, he just like doesn't get along with Tatum and like it just doesn't work and it blows up. Like
I'm almost rooting for it now.
that's a terrible look.
So you pick the Heat.
No. Wait, for where I don't want him to go?
You do.
Oh, I do want him to go?
And you're picking the Celtics.
I think that would be the most interesting because I think he'll win.
I got the Tea Puppies.
I guess.
Wow. Put it on a poll.
Is there one that you like hate, Ryan, for him to go to?
Honestly, the one I kind of hate is the Celtics because I think he's gonna do really well there, and it's gonna suck to watch as a Bucks fan.
Wait, so you don't want him to have success after Milwaukee?
I do. I don't know.
See, you're kind of going back and
not
forth.
gonna know.
You're going back and forth on what you like, how you feel about it.
But you're not going to know until he literally suits up in that uniform and you watch him play a game. Because I felt the same way about Aaron Rodgers, where I was like, I don't know. Maybe I want you to have success. Like, I don't really care about you. And like, I kind of felt that way. And then as soon as the Packers played him against the Steelers this last year, I was like, I want to kick your ass. Like that. Like, and it was like,
how do you want him to do this year with Mike McCarthy? Packers Steelers Super Bowl?
I mean, yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, could you imagine?
That'd be amazing.
And also, I think the Packers would win.
Bucks Timberwolves finals.
I mean, the Bucks aren't making it to the finals. so like,
maybe
no.
5 years from now, Giannis is still there. Ant finally makes his first finals or something, and then it's.
I hope Ant gets to a finals before 5 years from now.
Who knows?
That would be.
That would be the
stuff.
That would
You
be
got to
the
go
one,
through Wemby now.
That's the one where I would root
And
for.
OKC.
I'd root for him the most. In Minnesota, it'd be very easy for me to root for Giannis. I couldn't root for him anywhere else in the East, especially Celtics or Heat. Those are the two worst. But I think if he goes to the Celtics, I like it because I do feel confident that he would make another championship, and I want to see that for him. I would hate to see it happen wearing a Boston Celtics jersey, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that
gross.
stings. Yes.
Gives you the ick. Robin Madison says, send him to Utah. Good one.
Jazz?
Matt, where are you going to be enjoying your Lineys this weekend?
My goodness. Well, first, I'm going to be enjoying some Lineys while watching this soccer game, USA-Paraguay. I've got the summer, it's called the Liney Lodge Variety Pack.
Okay, tell me more.
It's got their seasonal one, the Orange Shandy, which is fantastic, by the way. Also has Summer Shandy, the Liney Lodge Lime, which has a touch of sea salt and a hint of lime. It's very delicious. And then the Honey Lemon Light when maybe you felt like you've had enough calories and you can go for a light beer. Awesome variety pack. Pick that up wherever you get delicious beers. And remember, Liney's has a flavor for every moment.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team in 2026.
It's so good. One more time.
I feel like that was literally the other day because when I laughed like that, I looked at you, Ryan, and you looked at me, and there was something that I was just like, he's gonna cut that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Craving something crispy, cheesy, and brand new? Say hello to Pizza Hut's new Crispy Parm Pan Pizza. It's the original pan crust you love, now topped with a crispy golden Parmesan edge baked right into the crust for an extra layer of flavor and crunch. Try a medium one-topping Crispy Parm Pan Pizza for just $10, or make it a large for just $3 more. Order your Crispy Parm Pan Pizza today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European. June is a month full of milestones. Graduations, weddings, your calendar will fill up fast. But make sure you find time to visit Zimbrick European. Zimbrick is celebrating a big milestone this year, 61 years in business. John Zimbrick bought his first franchise 61 years ago, and they are still locally owned and a family business. During the month of June, enjoy special incentives on all new and used inventory. Stop out and start test driving. When you think about who you want to do business with, I know Zimbrick European is my choice.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Trent here from Canopy Wealth Management. We're often asked, when's the right time to work with a financial advisor? The answer is always simple, now. Whether you're building wealth, nearing retirement, or already retired, the Canopy team can help you gain clarity around your goals, resources, and path to financial independence. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Calling all Badger fans. Wisconsin men's hockey powered its way to the NCAA National Championship game this spring, and that same relentless drive is headed back to the Kohl Center this fall. Now's the time to get in. Secure your 2026-27 season tickets today and be part of a program powered by Badger Pride. The next chapter starts in Madison with you. Visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS to lock in your seats today. On Wisconsin.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Tootsie's Bar and Grill, Club Lamarck, Players Bar, Sundown Saloon, and Riley Tavern.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
If you're a Wisconsin sports fan, a unique opportunity is coming up on June 16th. ESPN Madison is launching Beyond the Game on Tuesday, June 16th at 6 p.m. at One Social Food Hall in Madison. ESPN Madison is bringing together some of the most successful Division I coaches in Wisconsin for a unique, free conversation about coaching, leadership, and the moments fans don't always get to see. Hear from Badger women's basketball coach Robin Pinchton and Milwaukee Panthers baseball coach Sean Wegner, stories, insights, and perspectives from inside the profession, and the chance to ask your own questions during a fan Q&A. The event is completely free. You can reserve your spot now at beyondthegamemadison.com. That's beyondthegamemadison.com. We'll see you beyond the game. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. I'm Molly Brown alongside Matt Hamilton. Primetime Ryan Wollersheim is behind the glass. Jim Rutledge is out camping. It is a Friday in the summer, so he's out camping. Ryan, you said that you have some special updates for us as Matt heads into his maternity leave.
Yeah,
for real.
There were some statistics that you guys wanted me to keep track of during the year of 2025 when Molly was on maternity leave, comparing it to Matt's quote unquote maternity leave, just how many days he would miss between curling, vacations, Matt Hamilton's, etc. Activities outside of being a radio host.
And this was before Matt was actually expecting a child, too.
Yes.
We called it a maternity leave.
Yes, it was.
We
Matt,
manifested this.
Yes, is the ironic name alongside with Molly's maternity leave.
Correct.
But yeah, guys, let's just say I finally got the stats, and they're kind of sad.
What's the story? Are you not happy?
Are you nervous?
Still to be
Did I
happy
beat you?
about.
Take that for data.
No. No,
Beep,
not.
boop, bop, bop, beep. These are stats to depress people.
I was pretty present.
I love this. You know that I actually, Ryan, before you get into these maternity leave numbers, I say beep boop boop bop, beep boop like multiple times during the day, every single day. Like it is in my head.
Beep, boop,
so
bop,
much
bop,
so.
beep.
So much so that my kid says it. Like he'll randomly go
Beep,
beep
boop,
boop
bop,
boop bop,
beep.
beep boop. I don't even say it like the exact same way. It's just what I hear in my mind. So yes, I love this open. It's
Beep,
so
boop,
good.
bop, bop, beep.
But first, let's take a guess. Before Ryan tells us the actual numbers, how many days do you think that you were like out in 2025? Right, 2025? Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. I think you were out 2 months, so that's like 40-ish days. I'm gonna go 38.
Okay.
You're doing that's how many you missed? Or how many Molly missed, sorry.
Oh, no. I was trying to figure out how many I missed. But
So you
Molly
missed
missed a
38
couple more.
and he
No. Then that was just your maternity leave. You missed a couple more. So I'm going to put you at like 55. I'll be at, I was at 50.
I'm going to say like 65 is what I missed. And Matt missed. There's no way you missed 70.
Like a lot of them were weekends, and I was just gone like Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, but like there was a lot of weeks where it was like Matt's here 2 days this week, this month. You know what? I'm going to say I missed like 60 days and Matt missed 65. I don't know what your laughs mean.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Well, because I missed the first like 2 whole months, I'm pretty sure.
Which I'm counting as like 40 plus 42
All right,
days.
so I'll give you how I calculated all this, because I actually have the percentage of shows you guys missed. So I have it like pretty granular here, guys. And I have the numbers with and without Molly's maternity leave to compare.
What do you mean with and without?
Like comparing like what percentage of shows you missed not including your maternity leave, and then what percent you did including your maternity leave.
Oh, I was out for like 2 weeks too.
Yeah, guys, I crunched. By the way, I crunched these numbers like 4 months ago, and I forgot about it. Like this was something that I had done.
I have been asking for these numbers.
It was a slow time of the year, and I thought, oh, this would be a perfect thing. Maybe unveil it on a Monday, and then that Sunday night before, Chris McIntosh all of a sudden resigned.
That's not even big news. Why would you care?
Yeah, we should have led the show with this that
exactly.
day.
Right.
Who cares about Chris McIntosh?
I just memory holded it until like yesterday. I was looking through some old stuff, and I was like, oh my god, that's right. I have these.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, perfect time to do it. So if we're looking at the show in 2025, there were 252 actual days where the show aired. So that's how I'm going to get the percentages, including like holidays, weekdays, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And I have the final attendance of shows that Molly missed, including her maternity leave, and not including her maternity leave. So including her maternity leave, Molly, you said, what was it, 65 that you predicted?
I said 60 for
you
myself.
Said 60? And what did you say for Molly, Matt?
Me, I said
you said like
less.
40
I said
for me.
55 and 50 for me.
Molly missed 52 shows, including maternity leave. Including maternity leave, Molly missed 55.
2 weeks off must
shows.
have been in the new year.
No, it was in like August and then December.
Yep.
But we might not have had shows in like December because it was close to the holidays.
I'm confident I'm at 50. I'm going to win
I
by
really
2.
don't know. Okay, so
based on my numbers, what I was able to find based off of like days off requests, what I could find, and just like the old documents, all of that, Matt Hamilton missed 28 shows.
That's it?
In 2025. I believe based off all the numbers I pulled, the crunching I did,
seem right.
Matt missed 28 days.
I told you I don't think
it was as many as we thought last year.
Divided by 12? That's only like a little over 2 per month.
Last year I also didn't win the national championship.
Exactly.
So I had that week out for the nationals, but I didn't go for the 10 days to Worlds.
Okay.
I was pretty present that summer, and then curling season started, and it just wasn't. I wasn't gone a lot.
It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't nearly as bad as 2024.
Everyone doubted me. To all my haters out there, enjoy that haterade.
So based off those numbers,
it's me, Ryan, and Jim all like enjoying the haterade. We are your haters.
Yeah. Well, not Ryan. I think Ryan's got my back.
It's a little frustrating. It was frustrating at times, but honestly, Matt, you did a great job in 2025.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Let's look at 2024.
I don't have 2024 numbers. That would be. I mean, honestly,
I wish.
the limit does not exist for how many days
Legit.
Matt missed.
Yeah, that was actual.
Okay, so what was mine without maternity
So
leave?
with maternity leave, Molly missed just over 20% of shows in the calendar year 2025. Matt missed 11.1% of shows. Just over 11% of shows.
Okay.
And without maternity leave, Molly missed 10 days in 2025.
Yeah, that makes your 28 look like a lot,
So
buddy.
42 days of maternity leave, and then 10 days where she was off for vacation, sick days, what have you.
So now let's flip it, Matt. I only missed 10 days. You missed 28 days, and you
3
weren't
times
in
as many.
Worlds or Nationals or all these things.
Yeah.
And you were present during the summer? That's a lot.
Well, I mean, a lot of that was curling the next season,
Uh-huh,
right? Because
uh-huh.
it goes all the way to December. So
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a lot of curling from August to December.
So without maternity leave, Molly missed 4% of shows.
I
in
would like to
2025.
know, and granted, Ryan, I don't expect you to know this because I wouldn't
boy.
be able to go back and remember. How many days did I miss that weren't curling related? I bet it was less
I
than.
don't think he has that.
I know
would be
he
really
doesn't,
tough
but
to find.
I'm willing to bet it would have been less. Because
I mean, you do
don't
like
really take.
I feel like you do like an up north trip every
Yeah,
year.
it's like a Friday.
You do like a.
I think it was still less than. What did you say? Yours was 8 days that you missed outside of your maternity leave.
10.
10?
Yeah,
10 days I missed.
10 days without
I
maternity
think
leave.
if you counted curling the same way you're counting maternity leave and that gets omitted,
It's still more.
I bet I was less than 10
I don't
on
think
like
so.
personal days.
I don't think so.
100%.
Matt, you like to golf. You like to go up north.
I didn't skip any work for golf. I can golf before.
No, but
You didn't go to South Carolina to go golf
Nope.
for like a week?
Nope, didn't play in that
He
tournament
didn't last year, no. Which all part of why like his days off weren't as bad as we thought it
I'm
was.
telling you, I think I was less than 10 for like personal days off.
Yeah, I mean, we had like the holidays, but like Matt missed those days because they're company holidays.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, I probably took advantage of all those, but we all did.
I'm a grinder, dude.
So, unfortunately, Matt still has to work.
Yeah, thank you, Jared Allen. I show up. When I'm in town, I'm here. I have landed at like 2:30 and went straight here so I could do the show with you guys. Grinder. Also, I knew I was in a contest with you and I was not going to lose, so I had to show up.
Yeah. I mean, you still lost.
No, I won. It was your maternity leave versus my curling.
It was. It was.
Like, that was the game.
It was versus Matt's overall attendance.
I get
versus
it.
your.
Which, if this was 2024, though, I would have beat him.
Oh, yeah, with my Olympic.
It would have been close.
I
will say,
basically
though,
would have
Matt-
had the entire maternity leave for the Olympics. Like,
We
I was
should-
gone for a whole month.
We shouldn't overlook Matt's prediction of how many days each of you guys missed was almost dead on. You said 55 for Molly, including maternity leave, and what did you say for yourself? Like 30?
No.
Yeah.
Based on your laugh,
You said
got
38.
at
initially.
first.
You said 38 at first, and you missed 28. So you're
It's not
pretty
bad.
good on both
Closer
yours.
than mine. I said 60 and 65.
Yeah.
I mean, I was close with my 60 for me.
Yeah, the 60 was close, but if you hadn't started maternity leave, because you started maternity leave that December before, if that hadn't been the case, then you probably would have been pretty dead on.
Yeah. I'm so curious, like, how many days, like, Jim missed, too. Because he takes
It's
off,
more
like,
than
every
you.
other Friday.
I think I actually had the numbers when I first
That
crunched
would
all
have been
this.
hilarious if you'd had Jim's too, and he was the one that was gone.
He was gone more than you.
No,
that would have been
no.
legendary.
From what I remember, I think Jim was gone more than Molly, but not like significantly. Like maybe a couple days. Like you guys were
Over the
both
10.
kind of like in like about 10 to 15 days, something like that. It was pretty close. Matt lapping the rest of us though. 28 days.
28 days, but that was
Big,
all work.
Grading on a
All
curve.
work.
Grading on a curve for Matt Hamilton. That is an absolute A. That's an absolute A performance.
Nailed it.
I love that you found his maternity leave numbers right before he's going on maternity leave.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I said,
Exciting.
I found these 4
I know
months
you
ago.
found it 4 months ago,
I
but then you
forgot
brought it
about
I'm
up
gonna
today.
crush the 28. I ain't coming back before 28 days. I promise you right now, I'm gonna miss the next 28 days.
Matt's gone all summer. Where is
Tuesdays
he?
be
On his
damned.
pontoon.
Yeah, Matt, what do you do today? Oh, we took baby out on the boat.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We've got pole dancing coming up next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team for the 4th year in a row. Vote for us any day this month at MadisonMagazine.com.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
As a single mom, I questioned college. I worried about having enough time and support, but I'm so glad that I didn't let that stop me. Once I started at Madison College, I realized I can do this. I'm really proud of myself. My instructors truly care about my success, and I have a community of support. My advice to other single moms, do this for you. There's more to your story at Madison College. Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. You know that honey-do list that's been sitting on your counter since what, 2020? Yeah, we can handle that. From leaky faucets to light fixtures, our handyman team at Bruner Realty fixes it all. Fast, friendly, and done right the first time. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com. Because your to-do list deserves a happy ending.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. Ridgetopexteriors.com. That's ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Get out of the house this summer and head to Road America, conveniently located between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. You can camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in the racing your way. It's more than just a race, it's a full experience. IndyCar is the must-see race coming June 18th through the 21st. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Paul Hansen here, founder of Iron Jock. Worried about the heat this summer? Don't sweat it. Our gear is made for real life. Iron Jock apparel combines moisture wicking with superior cooling and advanced odor-fighting silver ion technology that eliminates 99.9% of odor causing bacteria, so you are fresh for whatever's next. Our focus is simple. Make apparel that performs hard no matter where you are or what you are doing. Visit us at ironjock.com to experience the difference.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Delta Dental is proud to sponsor Family Sundays at Helfer Field. Play catch on the field on Sunday starting June 14th from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. prior to the Brewers' regular season home games. Admission is free. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment, and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofortofmadison.com.
Miz is on the mound.
0-2, swing and a miss. That one only 100. Jacob Mizorowski, each time out, he keeps topping himself.
Tune in tonight on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're presented by Coors Light. Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton hanging out with you today. I just said your name like a full-on Wisconsin person. Matt Hamilton.
I love Matt Hamilton.
Primetime Ryan Wollersheim is behind the glass. Did we ask the question on Twitter, our Siding Unlimited poll question?
Oh, no, I did not
about
put that
Bucks?
up there. No, I will right now, though.
Okay, our Siding Unlimited poll question, I think, is going to be, which team would you not want Giannis to go to? Is that how we should phrase it, or is it which team do you want him?
Which team do you least want to see him go to?
Which team do you least want to see Giannis go to? Because the three teams that are in contention right now are the Heat, Celtics, and Wolves. I still land on, like, honestly, any of those teams. And I know I need to have, like, an opinion because I'm on the radio and stuff, but, like, also at the same time, I have an opinion!
I think we could list all the other NBA teams, and you'd have had some reason why you wouldn't have liked to see it.
You're
just anti-Giannis right
I
now.
don't like Giannis right now. I'm angry at. I mean, not even angry at him. What is it, like the 12 stages of like
of grief?
Yeah, where like I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of past being angry, but like you're still annoying to me. Like that's kind of where I am.
Okay.
Where it's like I'm not angry at you, and I
Annoyed.
understand
I don't know if that's
it.
an official like.
Well, in my world it is.
Yeah.
In my
layer of
12
grief.
stages,
Yeah,
13
stages of grief,
whatever
but-
it is. Yeah. But
I think
so
it's
that
8. I think it's 8 stages of grief.
I thought it was 12. Maybe I'm thinking of like
It's
12 stages of
steps for
hell.
AA.
I mean, where are we at on that one too?
Yeah,
Like,
you haven't
acceptance.
apologized to me yet, so you're definitely
is
not.
that-
It's one of them, yeah.
Oops. Oh, my goodness. So we did talk about Giannis earlier today, and if you missed any of that, you can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And we also asked you the question, which sport would you want your kid to play professionally? That question was brought up because Antonio Freeman's kid is playing on the U.S. men's national team tonight. Matt, you did say when you were telling us about Liney's earlier that you're going to be going to like a watch party. What are your plans?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my buddy's hosting some people for a little watch party. It's got a golf simulator in the
I was
basement.
going to say, is this
so
the buddy with the golf
Yeah,
simulator?
so we're gonna put the game on the sim probably, and he likes to cook too. So we'll probably have some really good food. And
is he a good cook?
Yeah, he actually was the one that got me the job at Tornado. He was also at Tornado,
okay.
but for longer.
Okay.
So yeah, he's actually a very good cook. So yeah, it's all USA themed, obviously, with the game tonight. So
what's the menu?
Probably like burgers
That's what
or
I was thinking.
maybe brats or hot dogs, squizzies.
How many glizzies are you going to guzzle tonight?
I will. One for every goal scored.
Okay. I mean,
minimum.
That could either be like 3 or like none.
It could be none. I'm hoping for 6. 4-2 USA
Fair.
wins. 6 glizzies.
8 o'clock though. That's like a late start.
It is a bit of a late start.
Yeah. Like, you're fully confident that you're gonna be able to stay up the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm drinking a delicious Zoa right now.
That is true. I think you're pounding that like for a reason. Because you were worried about not being able to stay up.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't worried about not being able to stay up, but it's just, in case that we just turn on the TV and golf is happening, like I want to have the energy to be able to play some golf in the sim.
Okay. Fair. Ryan, are you watching the game tonight? I assume so because you are wearing a USA jersey. Whose jersey is that?
This is Tim Weah's jersey, Timothy Weah. He's probably going to be coming off the bench for the U.S. men's national team in this one. He's either like a midfielder or like pseudo striker for them. He's an attacker, scorer type player. He's one of their younger, like promising kind of golden generation type player. He's also very famous because his dad is like one of the greatest soccer players of all time. George Weah, I believe his name is, who's also the former president of Liberia. He was like.
How do you know so much about this?
Because I did a bunch of research on this guy the last time the World Cup came around, and the U.S. was actually pretty good in it. And I actually got caught up in like World Cup fever for the U.S. men's national team. Since then, I've kind of lost all my luster for it because the team has become just an absolute like bleep show.
Right.
Like there's tons of drama, and they're just super underperforming, and it feels like that they're not going to achieve any sort of the potential we had imagined for them 4 years ago. I'm just hoping they get out of the group stage. So I will be watching the games, but I do not have like the zest for it. Like I'm not going to be going to a watch party.
So if they win against Paraguay, let's say in
I'll be happy.
Good fashion, that's not going to like bring your zest back.
I think it will a little. They have to get out of the group. Like they have to win this group for sure, and especially in this like expanded tournament and everything too. Like,
so that's the only time you're going to be excited for this is if they get out of the group stage after 3 whole games.
There's crazy expectations on this team. They are one of the host countries. Like they were like walked into this tournament and this was supposed to be the team that was actually going to have a chance to maybe like compete and be like a Final 16 team. And now if they get to the Final 16, it's going to be like such a resounding success because that's such an overachievement. Like there are massive expectations on them, and like I feel I have bad feeling.
There are or were?
There are still,
okay.
And I just have like really bad feeling that they're just not going to live up to it. So yeah, it stinks. But like I got my Tim Weah jersey on. It's pretty cool.
There you go. Are you going to Matt's friend's house?
I was not going to be going to Matt's friend's house.
Did you get invited?
I did not. I was not aware, and I did not know of any other watch parties. I didn't know many people were going to watch parties, I'll be honest. Like, I didn't think people were, like, that excited for this.
I have no idea. I mean, I feel like in Madison, people get excited over any kind of sport, which is cool. I think that's what makes it special.
That is the cool part about this is, like, if you have, like, the free time, and especially it's nice that these games are on, like, Fridays and Thursday nights for the U.S. men's national team, like, there's going to be a lot of people getting together and watching these games, which will be cool. But I don't have the
foresee
excitement
myself
to be
having
that.
a lot of free time in the future, so
got to do it while you
Good
can.
point.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
good point.
We only have a couple more minutes left. One, we have to get to pole dancing, but 2, I'm glad that your wife has not gone into labor as far as we know. Because I was kind of worried about that.
I was checking my phone just in case.
I mean, as you should be.
I had like a dream that I was going to have to like
I know.
stop you and be like, Molly, I'm out of here.
Which honestly,
Enjoy the
dreams
rest of the
prepare
show.
you for reality. So like I was waiting for it too.
Okay.
But we do need to get into pole dancing.
We asked and you answered.
What?
Coming to the stage, it's pole dancing on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Hey now.
Presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, and I don't have much zest for the U.S. men's national team, and I don't have enough zest for pole dancing either, which is why I got to call in Riley to help us out. Now, Riley, currently on vacation, so whenever he's on vacation, I have to send him a request to just record these on his phone.
You still bother him? Why don't you just do
He's game
it?
to do it because his pole dancing voice is so much better than mine, and it makes the segment out. Let's be honest, we do this because of Riley's voice.
Fine.
Now it is going to sound a little different because, guys, the actual like recording that he sent me was just titled Denver International Airport. So I believe he did record this in a car or somewhere, maybe just in the airport. You'll kind of be able to tell that in the recording a little bit here, but let's hear it here. Riley, why don't you go ahead and take it away? What's our first ESPN Wisconsin poll question of the week?
Good afternoon and welcome to Pole Dancing. Jim and Molly coming to you live from the Denver airport at the Southwest Terminal. Starting with Jen, Gabe, and Chili. What will the Packers' record be if Micah Parsons misses 8 games to start the season? Will it be 5-3 or better? 53%. 4-4, 35%, or 3-5 or worse, 12%.
Okay, I'm looking up their schedule right now. Who do they play in the first
I'll
few
tell you
games?
right now.
They got the Jets.
Over 5 wins. They're going to do better than 5-3.
For the first 8 games of the season?
I have them only losing 3 games all season.
I mean, I think I do too, but like, I can't remember from
And
the
I
schedule
knew
game.
Micah was going to be out for the first 4 or 5. Like, this isn't a surprise that Micah was going to be out for the first 5.
No.
So, I'm taking the over. Smashing the over.
So 5-3 or better, you're in the 52.9% category.
You'll be 8-1. after 8, or 7-1 after 8 games.
Okay, I can't give you the math off the top of my head, but I will say more. I'm kind of looking at that Buccaneers game, though, and I'm like, that might be a loss.
The Buccaneers game's not easy.
No.
Honestly, the Vikings game week 1.
Vikings game week 1 might be a loss, too. Just depends what the Vikings look like.
Yeah.
Depends what the Packers' offensive line looks like, too.
If Kyler Murray has any sort of passable grade for the offense, like, that's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I'm so curious to see what that team looks like.
LVN's getting in the backfield. LVN's...
Oh, because LVN is going to be quick enough to get Kyler Murray.
Let's go.
He's going to be having a lot of fun if that's the case.
Yeah, he's going to be having a lot of fun out there. I'm pumped for LVN.
All right, Riley, what's our second poll question of the day?
Sticking with Jet, Gabe, and Chili. Is this Christian Watson a steal after seeing the numbers? Yes, 41%. Or no, 59%.
Wow.
Is this Christian Watson deal a steal? I don't know why that didn't come through on that.
I'm more shocked with the numbers.
Those numbers are pretty surprising.
Yes, it was a steal.
How do you not think it's a steal?
You got him on essentially a 2-year, $35 million... $31 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the other stuff, like, sure, he could get that money, but we've seen how the Packers do business.
He's like the 20th or 30th highest
For
paid
guaranteed, I think they
wide
put him
receiver.
at 30.
No, I think it was average annual salary. He's just inside the top 20, and that's just once his extension starts. Like, he's still on, like, a $5.5 million deal this season.
Right.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not say this is a steal? This is a steal, and if you say it's not, you're just not looking at it the right way. You're wrong.
You're wrong. Enjoy your wrong opinion.
Mm-hmm. Sucks to be wrong. Can't relate.
Sure does. All right, Riley, what's our next poll question?
Moving on to the Homer Hour. Will veteran backup quarterback Tyrod Taylor help elevate quarterback Jordan Love in 2026? Yes, 68%. Or no, 50. Wait, bad math. Or no, 32%. And last, but...
All right.
I don't know how he would elevate him.
I mean, he's a veteran. He's
a veteran, but so is Jordan
all
Love.
sorts of... Not to the same extent as Tyrod Taylor.
But Tyrod Taylor isn't going to be like the leader in the locker room.
No, but he's been a part of other teams' locker rooms. He has seen what works. He's seen what doesn't work on different squads. I think at the very least, he can be someone who you're like, you know what, you have seen a lot. This is what I'm seeing. What do you see out there
Fair.
on the field? I think he's absolutely going to be an asset in some ways. Like, how much of an asset, we'll never know. But Tyrod Taylor, the veteran leadership, he's going to be able to, like, help in more ways than people think. It's just like a guy who comes in if Jordan Love can't play. He is going to be a X factor.
Do you think that there's anything with like, oh, if he's good, then he will make Jordan Love better because there's that little thread of you have a good guy behind you?
I think it's definitely something that would push Jordan Love. If he sees someone else excelling in practice, he might feel he's got to, like, maybe find that next gear in practice. So, like, potentially, not ever as like, oh my gosh, this guy's coming for my job. I think Jordan knows he's safe. But I think Tyrod Taylor is going to definitely help Jordan Love.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how that all shakes out and what Tyrod Taylor's role on this team looks like. We did get a text from Tommy T in Madison. He said, you guys have been a favorite part of my day for a long time, but change is constant. Congratulations to you all. I'm really going to miss this particular group. We will still be together on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Tuesdays. Whenever Matt gets back from maternity leave.
Yeah, at least 28 days.
Which might last all voting season. Who
At
knows?
least 28 days.
But Ryan, we will miss you. You've been a great part of Jim Matt.
I'll be honest, I'll be producing 2 of the shows next week, so you guys hear me again soon.
Amazing. Okay, perfect. Have a good weekend.
See ya.